So we got in a new harness container system here. It's a Vector 3. And one of the things we do, whether or not it's a brand new container and it's being assembled for the first time, or if it's something we haven't seen before, is on our checklist, we look at the cutaway cable links. And these cutaway cable links are supposed to be cut at a specific length based on the Vector 3 manual. And on the right side, this distance here between the outside of the housing to the end of the cutaway cable is supposed to be 7.5, and on the left side it's supposed to be 5.5. And when I got this in, they looked off, so I figured I'd create a short video and show you how to adjust the lengths of your cutaway cables. Again, the reason the left side is shorter than the right side is because there's more housing, right? There's a greater distance between the cutaway handle and the end of this cutaway housing, and it's obviously a shorter distance from the cutaway handle to the right housing. So I'm going to go through here and show you how I check these and then how I make a quick adjustment if they aren't the correct size. So let's take a look at this right side here. First thing I do is I lay the harness container on its back, and I try to get this handle as straight as possible. So this is the correct length. We can actually, these get bent sometimes as the container gets some age on it. But this is, even if we straighten this up, this is 7.5. So the right side's good. Now let's check the left side. I'm going to try to make this coil as straight as possible, although it definitely wants to move on us some. A note here immediately off the bat, we're long. I don't know how long this guy had been jumping it like this, but it's not a good sign when your left cutaway cable is what is this, 6.5 inches long. Let's see this. So this side here will need to be adjusted, because the last thing we want happening is the riser's not leaving at the same time. So let's see where I'm going to make my mark. So we'll take a Sharpie here and we'll make the mark right here, right about 5 inches. So grab this, mark it right about here. Right about there. Gives us a point. Now take a pair of nice cable cutters. I'm going to snip this off right here. Boop. See if I can make these more of a crunch. And there we go, right? This should put us right at 5. Need to double check again with our ruler. This is more like it. try to get to proximate, as most proximate as we can be. All right, and there we are. So we just take a lighter here. First day he said, let there be light. Just melting this down. Melting that cable down. See how that cable is hiding right underneath there? Give it a little bit more of an oomph. Because again, we don't want the wire to be exposed like that. So this is plastic. That's that. So all we had to do, and you'll see now, this is 5.5 inches. And should definitely be the correct length now going into the riser. So let's see, we have 7.5 here. And that checks out. And 5.5 here. Boom, there we have it. 7.5, 5.5 here. Riser should be coming off at the same time in the event we have to use our cutaway handle. But that's all I have for you today. Make sure, again, these cutaway cables are the correct length. It's something you can do yourself when you're taking your risers off. Or again, it's very important. It's always very important, but it's particularly important to make sure you do this if you've got a new harness container system in. Till next time.